I'm really emotionally grabbing everything. I'm feeling it. And I know I just realized a few videos ago, I was like, I want to live life having everything flow through me. And I want to feel everything. But I woke up and I cried for like 4 hours. And then everything's making me so angry. I feel so lonely and I feel alone. I feel like I'm going crazy. I feel like I'm grieving. I feel so sad. And then these people are making me so angry, and then other people are making me so happy and they're making me laugh. What am I saying? What I'm saying is the good feelings are not as intense as the bad feelings, but maybe I can reframe the bad feelings to be good feelings too. Oh, you know what it is that the bad feelings come with stories where I'm like, I'm not supported. I'm finding it difficult to talk today because I think a big thing I'm working through, and the reason that I feel so alone, is that I feel like when I talk, people don't want to listen. Like, as soon as I start talking, people zone out, and I can see it, and they start looking at everything other than me, and like they'll yawn, or they'll like look at their phone, or they'll interrupt me and talk over me. They'll say their own thought of like something they don't want to forget, and it makes me so sad. Um, I think a part of it is like it's out of their hands and it's out of my hands. A part of it is like I want to be seen, but I'm being hidden for some reason, for whatever reason. Then another part of it is that the role I played for up until now was like comedic relief. Not really like sharing of my own life. So now that I'm doing that, maybe it's new. Another part of it is that maybe I'm boring to them. Because if it's new, maybe they never knew that I was boring, but maybe I am now to them. I don't think I'm boring, but not everyone can be interesting to everyone. I think another part of it is that their behavior is a reflection of my behavior. So where am I not listening? I know that I do that. I was going to say I probably do that, but I do that. But I think I'm so conscious of it, and I really, really try not to do that. And I'm actually genuinely interested in what people have to say. But and so another part of that is that I'm curious by nature. And so I am interested in what people have to say, whereas maybe other people are not curious and they don't care what I have to say. And maybe it's not personal, it's not about me, Samreen. Maybe it's about they're not interested in most people. I think all of that combined, I'm still really sad because it feels like I'm coming out of like the winter of my life. I'm like awakening into the spring, and there's like no one around. I've like opened my eyes and there's no one there um to like share it with. Like, I want to talk about things. I want to talk about really boring things too. um I want to talk about interesting things. I don't want to talk about big things. I want to talk about the grief that I'm feeling. I want to talk about the process I'm going through. I want to talk about things I find exciting. I want to talk about the things I'm interested in and projects I'm doing. And I don't want to do it looking at someone who's not looking back at me. Okay, that's making me so sad. I'm like devastated by it today. uh like like I'm so sad. Okay? But what's happening is in when I'm in that moment and I see them not like looking at me and not being interested and like their eyes glazing over and them looking at everything else and um I kind of like zoom out and I go, of course, like my first thought is like, I'm so sad. Stop talking. And my second thought is what I already discussed before, which is that everything, every single thing, every situation that I'm ever in is an opportunity being given to me. It's a gift. It's something being given to me that I've asked for. I'm so sad. So it's I'm crying because I'm really sad today, but it's not about what I'm saying currently. So everything that's being given to me is a gift, and I know I'm like sad about it, but beyond that, the sadness is like a, I don't know, a 1-year-old baby, okay? But the grown-up version of it, right? What's the bigger picture? There's a baby crying and I will take care of it, but the bigger picture is the opportunity being given to me is for me to be what I want to be. And I want to be someone who listens. And in that moment, even though I did listen a lot better than they did, I didn't listen to the ability that I know I can and that I want to. I did not put as much intention and focus behind it as I wanted to. And so I was like, oh, okay, I can remember to do that next time. And I don't want to listen to be listened to with the goal of being listened to. I want to listen. I want to hear. I want to like see. What is the limit of like how far can I take that quality and ability in me to see someone, to hold space, like be so present that everything stops existing other than this person in front of me and my presence, and we're just sharing a presence in this moment. I want to experience that for me. There are so many rhetorics from my past that I've believed, stories still online everywhere. Everything I consume, everything around me, they're all pretty similar. Things like, you know, don't overgive. Don't let them walk all over you. Remove yourself from situations that drain you. And if I live by those rhetorics, it wouldn't be inaccurate. It wouldn't be wrong. Okay? But it wouldn't serve me. What's my life priority? It is to become who I am to the max. It would be really nice to be looked at, to be seen. But, and also that's inevitable and it will happen. I'm only sad right now because I think I'm like longing for it, and I haven't felt a feeling of longing in so long. It's like overwhelming me. um anyway, but my priority does not live within this any of these stories. My priority lives within how do I want to show up in this moment, regardless of how they're showing up for me, because what I'm looking for cannot be given by everyone. And that also doesn't mean, for me, for my life, it doesn't mean that I have to cut off the people who cannot give me what I want. I think for right now, that's true for me. It doesn't make sense to me. If I cut off the people who cannot give me what I want, I would be cutting off everyone. And I would be doing it, I think, from a base level of fear and like aiming for comfort. Comfort is kind of run by fear. I don't want comfort necessarily. I think I want expansion over that. I want to lead with who I am. I want to be a presence of love. Love doesn't doesn't require love doesn't require a prerequisite of receiving love to be unlocked as an output. Right? If I'm the embodiment of love, which I am, I just haven't like fully done it here because I'm like scared because it's like too big. But if my like life goal, my life purpose is to see how much love I can withhold and infuse into the environment around me, it means I have to face this longing and this grief to receive it. I have to face it and move past it. Because otherwise, every time I'm faced with it, I will be longing. I will remain stuck on the longing stage. And the more that I look past it and I go like this, I go, what's my role? Like, who do I want to be? What's my priority? What's my focus? Comes back to my choices, my decisions. I can't really, because otherwise I'll spend all my time looking for things from people who cannot give it. And I think I'm not even meant to look, because the things that are mine are inevitable. The things that are yours are inevitable. They're yours. And I don't have a doubt about that. I don't go like, I think I'll spend my life sad and alone and like no one will see me. I don't think that at all. It's not part of the truth. So the longing is just coming from me being faced over and over with this situation that I feel like I've moved past. Okay? I was at a point in my life when I didn't even want to be seen. I didn't want to be perceived at all. And so this really worked for me. I felt so good. I felt comfortable not being seen. But now I think I want to share more of my life. And so this longing is happening. Because I want to share more. Like my mind wants to go into like telling the story of like, if you change this, maybe they'll see you. If you become more interesting, maybe they'll see you. If you try to be more pretty, maybe they'll see you. If you all of that. But I don't I don't think that's true at all. It doesn't sit like truth in me. Even the thought of like, they're not for you, or you're being drained, it doesn't sit like truth to me. That's not the truth. I don't think I'm being taken advantage of. I think I have prayed all my life to be the hands of God on earth. And I'm like overwhelmed with gratitude, truly, that I have like 1,000 opportunities to be that. And then at the same time, I'm so sad because when I am that, I'm not being seen as me, Samreen. Okay? I don't want like to be thanked. I don't want that. I because what I'm doing is like true to my nature. I want to be in the hands of God so that we can bring a sort of harmony and community to earth, because it's like work that needs to be done. I think we're all doing it. I think we're already all doing it. And I'm so grateful every time I'm given an opportunity to be the embodiment of love. And I think I can go way further with it than I have. And I'm really excited to do that. And at the same time, I feel so much grief that, like, I, Samreen the human, don't feel seen. Or, like, where the people who find me interesting. Although, that's also a story that I'm telling. Don't you see that, like, all of this longing and, like, grief, it's coming from, like, stories that are hitting so hard because they're really familiar stories. And that those are making me really sad. But I don't know that they don't find me interesting. I think it's more of a presence thing. I think it's more of like their own ability to be present with themselves or with me, whatever. Um, but the point is that I'm moving the focus back to what I want. What do I want and what do I control? What do I want? What do I desire? Who am I? Who am I? I want to go as far as I can, further, with the limits of like how much love that I can be in that moment. More than relax, bro. Why am I leaking? How much can I hear? How much can I be with? How present can I be? I don't think I've even started the journey. I think I can be way, way, way more present. 1,000 times more present. I was angry at someone at work today because they keep taking advantage of me. Keep going like, do this for us, even though we're late on it or whatever. They never apologize. They never apologize for submitting something late, and I'm expected to cater to their urgency even though I have other things on my plate, and I do things for them last minute anyway, and I always explain the timelines, and they never apologize. They never say thank you for doing this favor for us even though it is a favor. And I was like, who, how dare they, or whatever. I'm angry, frustrated, okay? And then I was like, whoa, who do I want to be? Who am I? Is this thing important? No. Is this work that I'm doing important in this focus of like priority? No. And who am I in every moment? Who am I? I'm the embodiment of love. And so I was like, but so I was like, you know what? There's an abundance of infinite love all around us all the time. And I was like, I'm going to send it to them. I'm going to grab it from out here because it's not in me. I'm going to grab it from out here and I'll go peace and love to that person, and peace and love to this person, peace and love to their whole team. And I felt so good. Not because I'm doing something nice for them, but because that's who I am. I'm living in my truth. Am I gonna allow anyone else outside of me to pull me outside of my truth? And it's not about dismissing my anger, because I was like, I'm angry, but I'm gonna send this love out here to them because that's who I am. And I was only angry for a little bit. I didn't even feel angry after, because I felt the anger pass through me. And I'm feeling the longing pass through me, and I'm feeling the grief pass through me. And I can't wait to start living outside of stories, especially outside of past stories, because new stories make me feel so alive. Past stories make me feel like I'm in a car and it's raining and I'm looking out the window and a sad song is playing. Past stories make me feel like I'm in a rom-com, and new stories make me feel like I'm creating a story never before seen. I'm the writer of my story, and the director and the actor and the producer. But yeah, I'm grateful to be feeling everything because I asked for it. And I'm grateful for the mirror to reflect my own longing back to me so that I can move past it one day. Uh, it's like so intense because it's really new. Every time I say longing, I want to cry. Because, like, all my life, on some level, even when I didn't want to be seen or perceived, I think I didn't want to be perceived because the longing within underneath that feeling was so intense that I was like, don't touch it, don't open it. And now that I want to be seen, all of that longing's open. So actually, even when I didn't want to be perceived, the longing was there and it was always there. So for like 30 years. This is 30 years worth of longing that's coming up that I'm feeling, and I'm so sad. Um, I was like, I woke up and I was crying a lot. And I was like, I don't want to get out of bed because there's nothing out there. And then I got up and I was in the kitchen and I was crying and crying. Anywhere I went, I was just crying. Anything I did, I was crying for like the whole morning. Then I get a call on my cell phone. Well, no, I took a shower and I'm finally relaxing. I'm reading a book because I took the day off today. So glad I did that last night. And I woke up, didn't check work, anything. So now I'm reading a book, drinking my matcha, not crying. I finally stopped crying. Get a call on my cell phone. I pick up and go, hello. It's not a number I recognize. And he goes, hi, is this Samreen? And I said, yeah, this is Samreen. I was like, did I apply for a job that I've forgotten about? And he goes, hey, this is from a client company that I work with that's like gonna be a new client. And I was like, I don't give my personal number to anyone. It's not in my emails. I know it's not, because I'm so serious about work-life balance. And then so he's like, hey, just thought I'd call and we could chat this out over the phone. And I was like, okay. So I talked with him a little bit and I was like, hey, I did actually see your email. I'm sorry I didn't respond yet, but actually it's because I took the day off today. So I was gonna get to it tomorrow. And he was like, I'm so sorry to bother you on your day off. I was like, that's totally fine. We talked for like 30 minutes. He was so nice and he made me laugh a lot. I know that's crazy, but it was a work call. Um, and I think I was like in such an emotionally low place that like he could say anything and I'd laugh. Like, and I'd feel good. I don't know. I just felt connected to him, felt really good. And he was like, I promise we're going to be really low maintenance clients to work with. We're going to be really easy to work with, I promise. And I was like, you know what? I give you full permission to be high maintenance. Because we just want to help you do your payroll. And he started laughing. And then he was like so helpful. I was like, hey, you know what? That's like May 1st is really soon. I don't know if we can launch on that date, but I'll do my best because we have like other new clients launching. And he was like, I was like, can you do these 3 things for me as soon as possible? And he was like, yes, I will. I'll do them today. I'm off tomorrow, but I'll do everything today, I promise. And like, whatever can be done on your timeline, thank you so much. So he was so kind. And like, those other people who are not kind, who didn't apologize, who are not saying thank you, like, it just made me want to do more for him. And then it just made me feel so good because like I spent the morning crying about how I feel alone. Isn't that wild that like I never give my personal cell phone and I turned off all notifications for work? I would have never received this call and I would have spent my whole day crying. and God sent him to call me on my cell phone because I felt so good after, and it was a work call with a guy I've never talked to before because he's a completely new client. Isn't that crazy? That like he was sent to my personal cell phone because he would have made me laugh, and he did. So anyway, I spent like 30 minutes talking to him and laughing, and he was laughing, and at the end I go, "Can I please ask you, where did you get this number that you called me on?" And he was like, "It was in your email." And I was like, "What?" Oh, I didn't realize I had put my personal cell phone because this is my personal phone. And I opened up my work laptop and I look at my email. The signature didn't have my personal one. And he was like, "No, no, it's in your email body." And I looked at it, and he had taken my personal cell phone from this other information that I gave him to set up. But it was really funny because no one's ever done that before. And he was like, "You know what? I'm calling you from my personal cell phone too." And then we both started laughing again. Anyway, crazy because I am crying about feeling really alone, and I connect with this total stranger I've never met. And he bypasses all boundaries I've set up to call me on my personal anyway. And I felt great after that. So that's very sweet. Um, I just also thought it was funny because if he had called me like an hour earlier, I would have been like sobbing. I would have been like, "Hello." No, I would have never picked up, obviously, but I thought that was sweet. Okay, I love you.